Just close your eyes. Know the peace within. Why you are unable to know the truth at the duality level? Because truth is already the non-dual, beyond movement. And you are searching the truth at the duality level where there is full of movement. So you cannot know the truth at the duality level unless you settle inwardly at the non-dual state. Why truth remains unknown to you at the duality level? Because truth is prior to duality, prior to manifestation. And truth is already the non-dual. And you are searching the truth within duality. At the duality level, the absolute truth about yourself remains unknown to you. Because truth is already the non-dual. Why you are unable to know the truth at the form level of the duality show? Because truth is prior to form and prior to duality. Truth is already the non-dual, beyond space. And you are searching for the truth within space. So truth remains unknown to you at the duality level. Why you are unable to know the truth at the manifested level of the duality show? Because truth is prior to manifestation, prior to all objects, prior to all forms. So truth remains unknown to you at the manifested level, at the form level, at the identification level, because truth is already beyond duality, the absolute non-dual, prior to movement. Why the truth remains unknown to you at the duality level? Do you know what the truth is? Do you know what you are? Do you know that you are neither born nor can die? Do you know that you are eternally here? Do you know that nothing never happens to you? Do you know that you are already in the non-dual state prior to duality? Do you know that you are never born? Do you know that you cannot die? Do you know that you are beginningless and endless? Do you know that you are the only absolute supreme truth? Do you know that there is no truth other than you? Do you know that you only prevail here as the absolute, as the wholeness? Do you know that you are already prior to the dreamy duality? Do you know that you are none of the dreamy show perceived? And do you know that you are already the observer and not the observed? Can you know that you are only the observer and not the observed? By accepting yourself to be a person, to be the form, to be the identifications. Can you wake up consciously by accepting yourself to be a person, to be the form? Do you know that you are already in the non-dual state and you are only observing the duality show? Do you know that you are already the truth and always the truth and nothing never happens to you? Do you know that you are yet to wake up from the perceived duality show? Do you know that you are neither the form nor the identification within duality? Do you know that you need to wake up totally to realize what you are? Do you know why you are here? Do you know why this duality happens? Do you know that the duality show is not you? Do you know that you are eternally here and nothing never happens to you? Do you know that in your consciousness only everything is happening just now? Do you know that your consciousness is prior to the duality show? Do you know that your consciousness is prior to movement? Do you know that your consciousness is prior to changes? Do you know that your consciousness is prior to appearances and disappearances? Do you know that your consciousness is yet to wake up to realize what it is? Do you know that your consciousness is sleeping at the personality level? Do you know the stillness within? Do you know only out of the stillness within your consciousness wakes up? Do you know the unmoving reality within prior to duality? Do you know the unchanging reality within prior to duality? Do you know the ever-present reality prior to the ever-changing duality? Do you know the non-dual richness prior to duality? Do you know that you only observe the duality just now and always? Do you know that no one can observe the duality show except yourself? Do you know what the self is? Do you know that yourself cannot die? Do you know that yourself is already within the source of awareness? And you are already in the source of awareness. All that needed at present is only to wake up consciously inwardly. You are already the truth and always the truth, and you are already in the source of awareness, and nothing never happens to you. All that needed at present is to be conscious of yourself and to stabilize inwardly as you are now in stillness. Do you know that stillness cannot appear and disappear? Do you know that stillness neither changes nor moves? Do you know that the stillness is beyond movement? Do you know that the stillness is beyond words? Do you know that the stillness is beyond sound? When the stillness is already prior to duality, can the duality show affect you once you are in stillness? Do you know that you need to wake up totally in stillness inwardly? Do you know there is not even an iota of the truth within duality? Do you know that you are already the truth and always the truth prior to duality? Do you know that you need to settle inwardly and stabilize inwardly in stillness to wake up totally? The truth remains unknown to you only at the duality level, which is not you. You are already the truth, you are already the observer, you are already the absolute, you are already the wholeness. You are already the eternal. What more you want? But the truth about yourself remains unknown to you because you give importance to the duality show, which is not you. Now I am reminding your consciousness to be conscious of itself inwardly and to stabilize inwardly beyond words and to wake up totally. Waking up is not partial. It is beyond movement, beyond changes, beyond words, beyond time, beyond space, and beyond duality. You are already in that state. I am just indicating the reality within you through this stillness, which is neither changing nor moving. Truth remains unknown to you only at the duality level. At the non-dual state, you are already the truth and you are the only truth. Why not you get to know the absolute truth about yourself that you cannot die and you are eternally here, which is paramount in you, but for your personality, but for the identification with the duality, but for the form level identity. I go on remind your consciousness that you are only consciousness at present. Better remain conscious of yourself inwardly and get to know the unmoving, unchanging reality in stillness as you are now. This stillness is ever present. It neither appears nor disappears. Why not you be with it inwardly? Outwardly nothing can be done because everything is by the play of the elements. The entire duality show is by the play of the elements at an unexplainable speed. That speed cannot be described. The duality issue is not at all you. Then why do you bother about the duality issue, which is not you? Because you are yet to stabilize inwardly to know the ever-present eternal truth that you are endlessly here. Why not you wake up consciously, inwardly, beyond movement, beyond changes, and realize your indescribable, eternal truth that you are already that and always that. I am here only to wake up your consciousness to know the eternal secret that you are already that and always that. Be with me beyond words and stabilize inwardly as you are now, and wake up consciously to realize that you are the absolute truth prior to duality, and you are the ever-present truth prior to duality, and you are the only truth prior to duality, that you are that.